Hi, and welcome back to Doggo Taco.
I'm Vicky.
And I'm Marty.
So today what we're going to talk about are new puppies. We love new puppies. New puppies can be a little bit of a challenge. So we want to go over some tips that will help you and your little fur baby get along a little better, make it a little safer, and a little happier.
Let's get started.
The first thing you're going to want to do is puppy-proof your home. Those little buggers will get into everything and anything, and most of it's no good for them.
No.
So some things that you're going to want to really focus on is making sure that you don't have any poisonous plants where they can reach. I personally say no plants where they can reach, but definitely no poisonous plants.
Pick up any cords you have, or you can get. They do sell sleeves online that you can wrap the cords in that are somewhat puppy-proof. I don't know offhand. I don't think either. We've never had one. So
We haven't, but I did find them, and they get good reviews.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Another thing that you want to make sure you do is pick up anything that they can chew, and I do mean anything. Unfortunately, if you have carpeting, you can't control that part. But anything that they can chew, you need to make sure they're picked up because they will chew anything and everything.
Socks, shoes, pillows, things of that nature. You also want to get down on your hands and knees. Sounds silly, but so you can have a view from their vantage point, and that also can help to notice little things that they could get into. So on to the next.
Hey, Marty.
Yeah.
True or false?
False.
All dogs can be crate trained.
Oh, that's definitely false. definitely false.
Some people will say that they can. That all dogs can be crate trained. We know from experience that is not necessarily true. Every dog is different. Most dogs, I say, can be crate trained, but there are an exception.
Especially adopted dogs and puppies. You don't know the circumstances in which they were surrendered or how they came to be, and so they might have been trained as a punishment. So therefore, they're not going to like it.
Benefits of crate training your puppy is they learn that it's a safe place for them, whether you're home or whether it's at night. You want to have a safe place for your puppy to go.
It'll help them decompress from when there's too much going on, like fireworks, or if you live close to a parade, fire trucks, police sirens, if you're in the city areas, thunderstorms. That's a big one.
It's also really good just for them to have a safe place when you cannot keep your eyes on them. As you know, or may find out, puppies get into everything.
And you want to leave the gate. You want to leave the gate open so that they do have the opportunity when they feel they want to, that they can go in and lie down.
And housebreaking, dogs, puppies, typically do not like to mess on themselves.
Or in the area they sleep or eat.
Right. So if you have a crate that's sized correctly for your puppy, that will aid in housebreaking. It's not a guarantee, but it does tend to help for most dogs.
True or false? Where will the puppy sleep? In another room so the puppy doesn't bother you if it's crying?
Well, I would say yes, but in reality,
no.
It's not the best place to keep your puppy. If you're getting a puppy, especially a puppy from that's just left its litter mates and its mom, it's going to be scared. It's going to cry. It's going to be confused. A really good place to put your puppy is in its crate near your bed.
In the bedroom. Or in the bedroom.
Or in the bedroom.
Depending on if you have a large bedroom. Hi, Sadie.
Bless you.
Thank you, Sadie.
You want to put your puppy in a crate somewhere in your room so that if it wakes up in the middle of the night, it doesn't get scared thinking that it's completely alone. The puppy will still be able to hear you breathing, can sense you in the room, and it gives them a sense of security. Will you always have to have the puppy sleep with you? No.
You can also use... Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
You can also use a shirt that you've worn and put that, or that you don't really care about, and put that in the crate as well. Even once they have their safe safe place because your scent is on there and it can help comfort them.
That helps with general anxiety.
Baby gates.
We love baby gates.
Depends. Are you building them?
No.
Uh-huh.
Benefits of using a baby gate. Obviously, like I said earlier, you don't want your dog to have free rein when you can't watch them. So a really good thing about having baby gates is that you can keep them in one area, contained, that's been puppy proofed, has their crates, all their fun stuff. And that way, when you can't keep eyes on them, you know that they're going to be okay.
It helps them get used to their surroundings easier.
Yes.
If you can do it like add a room every time.
This is true. Some things to keep in mind, puppies do chew.
Yes.
So when picking a baby or pet gate out, you will want to find one that is chew resistant. Not chew proof, I don't think they exist, but chew resistant.
Also the convenience. How easy is it to operate to let the dogs in and out or yourself into the room? We had a folding one and it was a pain in the butt because you'd have to slide the whole thing over, then slide the whole thing back and resituate everything. So those are one of the things you want to keep in consideration is ease of use for you.
Those gates that have the little door that you can open up and walk through, those are great.
Yeah, those are usually, I believe, pressure mounted.
They would have to be pressure mounted, or no, screw mounted.
Some are pressure mounted.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
One,
those are two options.
Right. One thing you also want to keep in mind when considering the size of your gate, height-wise, if you have a Great Dane puppy, you're not going to want to get a 2-foot high gate because they're going to be stepping over that within a month. If you have a puppy that's going to turn into a big dog, you're going to want to keep a higher gate. Those little Pomeranians, you can go lower. That way you can just step over them.
Right.
Supervision. Supervision is paramount. Those little buggers are going to get into everything.
And they're quick, usually.
Our adult dog right now is underneath the desk. Lord only knows what she's doing. They get into everything. So you always, unless your puppy is in a puppy-proof room or its crate, you need to keep them with you. Yeah. One thing that I did with one of our puppies is I literally tethered them to... He looked at me and said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, it was interesting to see a leash wrapped around the human's waist and then clipped to the dog's collar.
But that is the best way to ensure their safety. You can keep an eye on them, keep an eye out for signs that they might have to potty.
Especially if they're chewers, because he chewed on everything. And when you're outdoors, if you're out for a walk, obviously you don't want to let them off the leash. If you're in your front yard where it's not fenced in, you want to keep them on the leash. Backyards, obviously, keep an eye on them, especially if you have like a shed in the corner where they can go behind and create mischief, like digging. That's not fun. Anything else on that one?
Okay. Just keep an eye on your puppy all the time.
Handle them from day one. Well, gee, I kind of think that's self-explanatory. Oh, you cute, let me see the puppy. Oh, you're so precious.
Well, yeah, I get that. But some people don't. And what I mean by handling them is you want to get them adjusted to going to a vet. Because as you know, when you take your puppy to the vet, they're going to be pulling their ears and lifting up and opening their teeth. And if you don't work on doing those things with your puppy, they may not be real happy about it.
Yeah, especially around children, so you want to do that. You know, we did it with our puppy when our daughter was younger. I'd grab the ears and I'd be rolling the ears or accidentally, push on their eyeball a little, not hard, but like kids are like, ah! Next thing your dog's like, ah, sticking their hands in their mouth. Dog slobber is so nasty. But, rolling them onto their backs, things like that, and give them praise, treats, especially if they're food motivated. Keep a feeding schedule. And that's another one that almost goes without saying. But
well, for you, yes, because you're very rigid and on the animals' feeding schedules. But a lot of people don't. You want to make sure that you're feeding them for the little ones 6 to 12 weeks, 4 small meals a day. If you feed them at a certain time every day, then you're going to know half an hour later, they're going to have to go potty.
We found with our dogs, I'm not going to say it's true for all dogs or cats, the animals tend to like structure, a consistency in their day.
You also want to make sure you're not overfeeding your dog or underfeeding them. So a guide is 3 to 6 months, 3 small meals a day, 6 to 12 months, 2 times a day. Always check with your vet.
Sleep and exercise. I like sleep.
Puppies,
I don't like exercise.
Puppies sleep a lot, about 16 to 18 hours a day. When they're sleeping, you don't want to disturb them because they need their sleep just like little babies do. And this is a really good time to put them in their crate in a quiet part of your house so that they can get really good uninterrupted sleep.
Yeah, the better their sleep gets, hopefully the better your sleep will be at night.
Actually, that's the exercise part.
Ah.
You want them to be tired when you go to bed.
Well, this is true. So that kind of skips right into the next one. Oh, wet dog nose, thank you. Exercise while growing up. Walking the dog, taking them to parks, catch, playing with pull toys, things of those natures. A lot of mental stimulation is help. Running around the yard.
Nothing strenuous.
Hopefully.
They are still growing, and they can injure themselves.
Mm.
So you don't want to do any a lot of jumping around and just anything strenuous that can put strain on their joints.
Yeah, no jumping around.
She's not a baby anymore.
No, but no jumping around.
So just keep that in mind. You want to do puppy play, not big dog play.
Let's talk about puppy food. You want to really feed, especially the puppies, a really high quality food. It's just going to help balance them, their metabolism, their stomachs. Ubu, he's got a sensitive stomach, so we've had to constantly keep an eye on him and what he's eating. Hill Science Diet dog food. We keep actually all of our animals on that.
That was our vet's recommendation.
Yeah, and we have not had a problem with them. And in fact, I don't even.
Their health improved after we started them on that.
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, yeah, especially with Monkey too.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey was having some pretty bad stomach issues also. And Monkey's our cat for those of you who haven't. One of our
see our
cats.
intro video.
Yeah, check that out if you like. But yeah, that's what we prefer. There are other ones out there. Iams. I know the cat food stuff.
I don't really recommend Iams, but
No.
I mean Blue Buffalo, the grain-free foods. Again, ask your vet. They're going to recommend the best food for your pet.
And they'll help you set up a
feeding schedule.
Yeah. Let's go on to this one. True or false? People food is good for puppies.
That would be a big false.
Okay. You can explain this one because I won't feed the animals human food. I don't do that.
No, I know.
I don't.
No,
I
know
don't.
you don't.
They've all had to taste it, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
who
just
did
making
that,
sure.
but, especially for your puppies, don't feed them people food. For 2 reasons. First of all, it doesn't have the nutrition that they need to grow. And second of all, it creates bad behavior.
It can also cause gastrointestinal problems.
Yes. It's just, I mean, for your dog even so, people food, I don't generally feed our dogs too much people food. Every once in a while they make it a little stiffer, but that's it. First of all, you don't want your dog sitting there begging while you're eating. You don't want to have company over. And all the while they're eating, the dog's up in their business, hoping that they give them something. Stay away from the people food.
Yeah. And I believe that is the end of our slideshow for today. We'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you found this informational, please hit the like and subscribe for future videos.
That's it for today.
All right.
We will be back next week with another one.
So thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.